Hey, audio everyone, Velocity here, back in action for more room attraction. I am not completely finished with my side room yet, but this is effectively the new place that I'm going to be recording any of these vlogs from now on. And I know it's been a while for sure, definitely far too long in terms of getting to know y'all again. I feel like a lot of trends tend to happen where I get very busy. I end up not doing any vlogs. And I don't really want that to happen. I know this is like kind of a mix between a Let's Play channel, a vlog channel, and a place where I have other ambitions to do like reviews and things like that, and they don't really pan out. But I still want to like do as much as I can in terms of all those things and give you updates towards my life and everything about that. And I want to do this vlog right now because kind of my Chesto area isn't as big as it will be. This is a vlog that's done right before my surgery date, which is going to be next week when that happens. About roughly next week when I actually post this video. So by then, y'all actually will see them, or rather not see, I will see myself having a bigger chest and recovering at that time. And that's going to be certainly interesting development for sure. I'm a little scared with that whole situation, to be honest. But it's one of those things that just like, I never thought I'd get this far. And I'm genuinely surprised that I'm here. I really, really did not know that I was going to get top surgery at any point in my life, as well as bottom surgery. Generally speaking, I didn't even think about top surgery until they offered it to me, because I was just in a like drive-through area when they called and like, hey, you can get both these things. I was like, what? So I set those processes up as soon as I can, and this is fruits of a bunch of labor going down there and whatnot. And just generally speaking, I didn't think that was going to happen. And the fact that both of these surgeries can happen within this year is very much a possibility. I'm not sure I'll get them done this year, but I would like to, and just be a new me next year entirely. Whether or not you'll see all of that, I kind of doubt, but at the very least, you'll see Big Booba, because I'm going to be showing everybody. Maybe not to the big degree or anything like that, but like, I'm happy at this idea, and I hope that everything works out well, because admittedly, when you go into surgery, you don't know what's going to happen and whatnot, and that's a very scary bit, and it still hasn't quite hit me yet that it's going to happen, because I still have to get a COVID test. And if I test positive for COVID, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. Just absolutely devastated. I know I will, and I probably won't be streaming regardless of that point next week. Which is something that I'm generally like confused what game I should play, because like I'm torn between playing a game that I could keep playing or a game that I could finish right now and then play another game later. So it's a confusing thing for me for sure. There's definitely going to be a little bit more of a thing going on with other stuff that I'm doing for Let's Plays and all that such. And I know that some of the games that I am playing right now aren't exactly the most popular games, to be said. I don't think a lot of people even know what Chris Tales or what Spiritfarer is, but like those games seem pretty chill and I really wanted to get into them. So I just do that because this is my channel and I do things for what I do. But suffice to say, there are games out there that are popular that I have not played, and I do want to play them. And it's just one of those situations where I'm just like always like, what should I do first? And largely what it comes down to is just I want to like do achievement stuff and get that ball rolling for my New Year's resolution, because this is almost done. We're at like 75% of this being done. I'm just very tired. I don't want to deal with like fixing certain things in this room and whatnot, but it's 75% the way there. It's really just a matter of organizing things, changing layouts and certain things, and just making space effectively. And then on top of that, I recently have my living room up and open, and like, I can't wait to show you how much that has changed. My living room is entirely different from what it used to be now. And I'm getting really excited with that whole situation. And just generally speaking, it feels to me like this is the year that I'm generally going to have more of an idea of what's going to happen for my future. And it's wild to me that that's the case, because like for a while now, I haven't even thought about like going into like any kind of career goal oriented thing. I've mostly been doing this as a hobby into something that could be a career. I don't know if I'm going to push that anymore or not. It really just depends on certain things, because like when you have someone with you, it starts changing certain priorities in terms of things, and you just start wondering, should I just have an easier life to just like be with them, or should I like maybe sort of like pursue what I want to pursue and just hope for the best on that situation. And I know that my partner wouldn't want me to like worry about situations like that, but like this is just something that's like on the teetery of the whole entire like way the media works, the way that the careers work and everything like that, that make me question a lot of going further and further into these various media things and whatnot. And just like, I'll be real with y'all, I don't know if I'll be doing this for further years, because of like having a partner and having someone that like I love and care for. And it's one of them situations where I don't know exactly how I want to go about things. And even though I am poly, I recently had to, I say had to, but I guess it wasn't a had to, but it didn't feel right to continue on a relationship with another girlfriend that I had. And I was really sad about it, because like, I don't know why I thought it could have went a better way, because that's not how breakups work. There's supposed to be someone not on the same level that you are and everything like that. But the way that my girlfriend helped explain it to me and why I did it, and I know that sounds weird, but like I was questioning myself, like maybe I shouldn't have done it. Maybe it was a better way to do this or that. And just like, it's hard to figure out the right time to break up with somebody. And that probably wasn't the best time that I broke up with them, to be honest, but it just kept going and going, and I didn't want them to be strung along, you know? I didn't want her to be strung along to the point where she assumes all this and that about us, and maybe planning for further things, but I'm already have thought about it, and I've already come to a conclusion on what might happen. And in a lot of ways, that's bad for me to do. And it kind of sucks to do that. But it's just kind of one of those situations where I basically didn't see a future with this person, I think was the best way to put it. And kind of what was leading on to that whole entire situation of me breaking up with them. And when I think about all the stuff that my current partner does and whatnot, and just how they fulfill my needs the way that I do and I want, I was like, this is fine. And it's not like I don't have other crushes and I don't have like other people that I'm interested in dating to go along with this. And it's not like the person that was there would have gone against it, but it just didn't feel right that it felt like the crushes that I had felt a bit more genuine, and it felt a bit more of a relationship than the one that I had with her. And I think a large part of it was because I was being pursued more than I was pursuing. And I guess I just don't really know how to handle that situation to figure out how I feel about that. And like, that's kind of just where I had to come up with the fact that, like, I just like the idea of being pursued. I didn't like anything else about it per se. The person that I was in a relationship with was very nice and sweet and loving, and I genuinely hope that they find someone that really matches them. But every time we talked and everything like that, it just felt to me that I couldn't provide with them any kind of care and whatnot. And she kept telling me, like, just you being there is enough. But, like, that was driving me mad, because, like, I don't want to just be there. Like, I feel so helpless just being there. And, like, I guess, but, like, I want to do something. Like, that's just in my blood to, like, do it and everything like that. Like, I'm not entirely, like, 100% great on situations. I get broken people. I understand broken people far more, because that's who I was raised by, a broken person. And because of that, I'm attracted to broken people. So I kind of have to need that. I need somebody that is broken in some way, or is not functionally the same in society, the same way as me. And I could give them support and love and attention. And that's how I kind of came up to this conclusion that, like, we were just not a fit. There were so many things that didn't work with us. And I kind of had to break it off. And just, I still don't know if what I did was the rightest decision. The way that I handled it was a good decision. And how long I waited for was a good decision. But to be fair, breaking up kind of isn't, like, supposed to feel good. It's not. So I just kind of have one girlfriend now, and while I would want her to be here with me so she could take care of me for post-surgery and whatnot, she just doesn't have the ability to do so, which is fine. It's not something that, like, we planned on and whatnot. The only thing that I've ever told her that I would want to, like, have surgery or help on would effectively be the bottom surgery, because that's the bad one. That's the one that I will need more care about and everything. So I'm worried about that for sure. And I would like to have them on my side, because, like, that's how we met, is through that specifically, is through her being there for me when I was in bed, just needed company effectively in the hospital. And just, like, that was nice. And, like, I get what she was saying with the whole entire, like, I just need you to be there for me, but, like, it just didn't feel like the there for me in a relationship as it was a friend. And I felt like we could have been friends better than we could have been lovers. So it's just kind of one of them situations where I've been dealing with that and trying to figuring that out, and just, like, all these things are coming at me fast, right? Like, I have a surgery thing. My girlfriend came over here for, like, a whole entire month, which was fantastic. And the whole entire thing I had with my ex that I had to deal with and whatnot, she wasn't, like, the biggest part of my life, but she was a worry constantly. And it's not like I still don't worry about her now. I'm one of those people that just, I care about my exes because, like, we generally, quote unquote, leave on good terms. Or at least on terms that, like, I care for them and I want them to be good and I want them to have a good life. So it's hard for me to kind of, like, just be a bad person on this end, to be on the bad side of things. But I think it would be worse to, like, have someone and just stay with somebody just for the sake and fact that you don't want to hurt feelings. And I didn't want to do that. And then on top of that, there was a whole entire, like, video that I had to get done for my top 10. And then the whole entire thing with Let's Plays and whatnot that I had to be keeping up with. And I just haven't been keeping up with. And I've just been trying to go on and on and on about it. Like, oh, there's a lot. a lot that's going on and making me stop from doing a lot of this stuff. But I wanted to at least get one video out here for y'all to see me before the fact. What am I supposed to say? Before the fact. There. Before the fact. I don't know. They are pretty big for natural. But I want them bigger. Because I can't tell you how much annoying it is to get people come in and say, sir, man, and all those things to me whenever I'm doing my job. It is so frustrating. So frustrating. And it's at that point where I get visibly depressed at the end of my job. Because it's so bad with that situation and everything. It just, some days I want to give up on everything and just not do anything, you know? It's literally how it's going down. So getting bigger breasts and having that situation where, you know, it's really hard to say, like, you're a man or whatever. And I know, like, you have big breasts and be a trans man, and, like, I'm not trying to go like that and everything, but like, I want to feel more like a woman, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know if you've been playing attention in these vlogs and whatnot and all that such, and just like, you don't need to do this and that in order to pass and such, etc. And just like, I know it's a toxic way of thinking, but I have to tell y'all right now, just like my generation of trans people, we're just like that. We got screwed by cis normative society. I don't know what to tell you. It sucks ass real hard that we have to be this way. It really does. And I don't know when society will change to where that could be the fact. And there'll be more Yamatos that look the way they do, and more, I can't think of a good idea for a trans woman, to be honest. But Yamato's a good trans man. Got heavy bosoms, just like I'm a man, fold out, loves robots, fantastic. I've been keeping on everything else, at least One Piece and all these other little, like, anime stuff. I still need to, like, make, like, an anime video here, y'all, because, like, I talk too much about anime, talk too much about this and that to, like, not talk about it, because, like, I'd be telling shits and giggles about, like, a whole bunch of things to people on Facebook and just all this and that, and just, I don't know, you know, like, having a girlfriend here and getting the surgery that I wanted to get, that I never knew that I wanted to get, and get it, is one of those situations where just, I feel like I know myself a bit better, and it's a bit more zen around here for that sake and fact. And the fact that things are getting done around this room and everything just makes it feel like I'm actually, like, moving somewhere comparatively to all these past few years, where it hasn't felt that way for, like, the longest time. And I'm sure y'all will see the past vlogs and see me just, like, barely moving an inch on these things, and just, like, I still have a bunch of problems ahead financially and a bunch of things physically that I'm probably going to have to, like, do for recovery and all this and that. But in terms of friends that I have, in terms of people that I like, in terms of actually having a girlfriend, in terms of having surgery and everything like that, I gotta say I'm pretty blessed in that situation. I definitely have more control of my life than I did previously, and just, like, yeah, there had to be some bad things happen, and some things that I didn't exactly like happen throughout the years. Overall, it's starting to feel like there's a heel turn. You know, there's this turn that's going to be happening soon, and I'm going to start to be able to just do more things, and that's exciting. It really is. And I'm not saying I had top surgery to thank for it, but, like, at some point, just everything started going my way, and it feels like I have a winning streak, that's just going to keep going. And I really like that. I really like that whole entire thing. And just like, I'm making more friends. I'm talking to more people. When I get back into Force of Will. I'm going to get back in that damn ass card game that I totally just blew off. Oh. I should probably show one of my friends the Force of Will videos that I made. Oh my god. Man, when you record certain things, your past self and whatnot, you forget a lot of the things that you used to do. The way that you used to be. It's kind of a cool and fun thing to see when you talk about this and just get it out in the air and open. It kind of helps perspective sometimes. It's helped me, I would say. Despite the fact that I do see a therapist and whatnot, sometimes I feel when it comes to recording myself, I'm just a little bit more open and free in terms of what I want to say and do, and introspectively as a person, you know? Regardless, there's going to be a new me soon. It's going to be cool. It's going to be exciting. And I have a bunch of other stuff that I want to show y'all. There's absolutely. Cannot express how many cool things that I've seen and done that just I never thought I would have seen or done or be or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I think that's just what it comes down to. I've just been so busy and I've been so excited for certain things that just it makes me happy. And just it feels, I guess it feels like I'm starting to live. Is that weird to say? Like I have a life? Maybe? I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna get surgery after this vlog effectively. Wish me luck on everything. I hope you all have a good day. Until then, sayonara. Bye-bye.